Look at this thing. It's tiny. It has 8 stubby little legs. It walks like a raisin that just got promoted. It has a face that looks like someone tried to draw a vacuum cleaner from memory at 2 a.m. after 3 White Claws. And it is, without any exaggeration whatsoever, the toughest living thing on this planet. Not the toughest animal, the toughest thing. Tougher than cockroaches. Tougher than extremophile bacteria. Tougher than the Nokia in your dad's junk drawer. It's called a tardigrade, also known as a water bear, also known as a moss piglet. Scientists gave it 2 adorable nicknames because one wasn't enough. Power move, respect, moss piglet. This thing has a PhD in surviving the apocalypse and they named it moss piglet. I'm Hammy, don't blink, you'll miss it. It's very small. Part 1, what even is this thing? A tardigrade is a microscopic animal, not a bacterium, not a single cell. It has a mouth, a gut, muscles, a nervous system, and something scientists technically call a brain. I'll use that term loosely. They're about 0.5 millimeter long, so small you've definitely inhaled one at some point. Multiple probably. Please breathe normally. Everything is fine. They're not doing anything in there. Probably. They live everywhere. Antarctic ice, tropical rainforests, ocean floors, hot springs. That patch of moss on your fence you've been meaning to pressure wash since 2021, they're in all of it. Right now. Eating algae, being impossible to kill. Discovered in 1773 by a German pastor named Johann Goethe, who was expecting a normal Tuesday and instead found one of the most significant animals in natural history by pointing a microscope at wet moss. Johann could have walked past that puddle. He didn't. Johann was built different. A moment of silence. Over 1/300 known species, around for 600 million years. That's before trees, before fish had legs. Tardigrades were already here, already microscopic, already indestructible, already completely unbothered. They watched the dinosaurs show up. They watched the asteroid hit. They went back to eating algae. 600 million years of zero concerns. That's not Zen. That's something way beyond Zen that Zen doesn't have a name for. Part 2, the thing they do. When conditions get bad enough, water dries up, temperature drops to levels that kill everything else. Tardigrades do something with no real equivalent anywhere in biology. They pull their legs inward, retract their head, push out almost all the water in their body, curl into a tiny dried out barrel roughly 1/3 their normal size. And then they just stop. Not die, not sleep, stop. Metabolism drops to less than 0.01% of normal. Heart doesn't beat. Cells stop dividing. DNA stops transcribing. Every biological process shuts completely off. This is called cryptobiosis, hidden life. The life is still in there. It's just not doing anything. Scientists genuinely debate in journals whether it counts as being alive at all. Is it alive? Is it dead? Is it something in between that biology doesn't have a word for yet? Scientists are arguing. The tardigrade is in a barrel. It's waiting. In this state, they don't eat, don't breathe, don't age. They can stay this way for decades. Documented cases of tardigrades rehydrated after 30 years in a fully dried state, and they just walked away like nothing happened. Your houseplant dies if you forget to water it for 2 weeks. For a tardigrade, 2 weeks without water is a warm-up. A Tuesday. Part 3. How hard is the universe trying? Let me walk you through what tardigrades can survive, not endure, not barely scrape through, walk away from, be completely fine after. Temperature, down to 270 degrees, 1 degree above absolute zero, the coldest anything in the universe can physically be. Fine. Up to 150 degrees, above the boiling point of water. Also fine. You know what else survives above the boiling point of water? Nothing. Nothing else. Radiation. A lethal dose for humans is 5 to 10 gray. Tardigrades survive over 5,000 gray, 1,000 times what kills you. Here's how. They produce a protein called D-sup, damage suppressor, that wraps around their DNA like a shield under stress. Damage suppressor, the most understated name in biology, filed by evolution 600 million years ago. Still working, no updates required. The vacuum of space. In 2007, tardigrades were exposed to open space vacuum, cosmic radiation, and UV for 10 days. No atmosphere. On purpose, some survived. Some came back, got rehydrated, and laid eggs that hatched. Tardigrades went to space, had babies, and went about their business. Let that sentence exist for a moment. Tardigrades, space, babies, continuing, like a normal Tuesday. Part 4. The Moon Situation. In 2019, an Israeli spacecraft called Bereshit crashed on the Moon. On board, thousands of tardigrades in dehydrated tune state embedded in resin. The spacecraft crashed hard. The payload scattered. Right now, at this exact moment, there are tardigrades on the Moon, living ones. Probably not, but scientists are not certain they're dead. That's the key phrase. We cannot rule it out. We cannot rule it out is the scientific community's formal way of saying, honestly, knowing these things, maybe. We put tardigrades on the Moon by accident and science isn't totally sure they're dead. The most metal moment in space exploration history. Or the opening scene of a sci-fi horror movie. Probably both. If your brain just went, wait, what? Tardigrades on the Moon right now? That's why hitting like matters right now. That reaction is what the algorithm is looking for. Hit the button. Public service for biology. Part 5. The biology of how the tardigrade replaces its water with a sugar called trehalose, which acts as biological glass, locking all cell contents in a protective matrix, preserved like insects in amber until water returns. Your cells need water to function. The tardigrade replaced water with glass and kept everything intact. 600 million years of evolution, and it landed on glass. Then desup, intercepting radiation damage like a personal bodyguard for every chromosome. And a third system, intrinsically disordered proteins forming a protective gel around cells under stress. 3 separate survival systems, simultaneously, each doing a different job. Your immune system has one job and still gives you seasonal allergies every spring. The tardigrade has 3 stacked systems and doesn't even notice. It's a tiny barrel. It's fine. Part 6. The question that actually matters. In 2020, researchers at the University of Wyoming inserted the DSUP gene into human cells. The protein expressed. It worked. Human cells with DSUP showed significantly less DNA damage under X-ray radiation than normal cells. Tardigrade proteins. In human cells, protecting them from radiation. This is not a treatment, not a drug. Cultured cells in a lab. Enormous gap to anything clinical. I'm not a doctor. HAMMY is not a doctor. Do not Google tardigrade protein injections. I am begging you. But imagine what that means for cancer radiotherapy. Killing cancer without destroying surrounding healthy tissue. For deep space travel, where cosmic radiation is one of the biggest biological threats to any crew. We're not there yet, but we're looking because of a 0.5 millimeter blob in wet moss. Final, the thing I keep thinking about. The tardigrade doesn't know it's indestructible. It's not brave. There's no pep talk in the mirror. It just does what its biology tells it to do. And its biology has had 600 million years to figure out how to keep doing that under any circumstances. It survived 5 mass extinction events, not because it was special or chosen, because it had the right chemistry, the right proteins. Backup systems built so deep that not even the end of most life on Earth could reach them. It watched the asteroid hit. It watched the smoke clear. It went back to eating algae. No drama. No press release. 5 mass extinctions. Each time the tardigrade's response, that was rude anyway, back to the moss. In the moss on our back fences, in puddles outside our windows, accidentally scattered across the Moon. Creatures 1 millimeter long that need none of it. They carry everything internally. They always have. They will long after everything else is gone. 600 million years, 5 extinctions, 1 moon, 0 concerns. If this made you want to go find some moss and pay your respects, hit like. It takes 2 seconds, and it helps this reach people who don't know yet that they're sharing a planet with something this extraordinary. I'm HAMMY. Go drink some water. Actually, the tardigrade would expel all its water and enter cryptobiosis to survive a global catastrophe. But you get the idea. Go drink some water.